Hi, Wycliffe Barrett. As you know, about a month ago I bought the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick and throttles, and this weekend, well, I got the add-on to the throttles, so the flaps and speed brakes, etc, etc. So this is an unboxing, better than the last one, okay? Here we are then. So I've got the box on the desk. I'm using scissors. I mean, if you watch Justine, she has one of these huge type knives kind of thing. I'll just get my scissors out anyway. So well packaged, well looked at, wrapped up and sealed up, and so very good. Now I got this from a company called Box. There are loads of scalpers on the internet, so you can pay anywhere between £89 and maybe £150 to try and get this. They're rare as rocking horse poo, but if you can't get hold of one, then my suggestion is, depending on how much it is, then you need to try and get yourself one. As you can see from the packaging, of course, it's once again all clearly labelled TCA Quadrant Addon Airbus Edition, with a nice diagram on the box. It's got pictures all around the box showing you different aspects of it. Once again, it's got Hall sensors built in, which means there's no mechanical potentiometers. There's digital potentiometers, and once again it's in this really nice kind of egg box material to keep it well protected. So you get that and an instruction sheet which is in 1 million languages, so whatever language you speak you'll find it, but it's really straightforward. I just looked at the pictures, I didn't even bother reading anything. So what you get is you get this packet here which has got a number of screws in, two kind of SATA connectors, and a number of screws and some little plastic little plastic hinges. I'll show you one. There's one just underneath my hand there. Well, there's two there. A number of screws and these kind of SATA plugs, because you connect those. One goes into the throttle quadrant and the other one goes into the throttle quadrant, and well, you'll see. Anyway, so here we are. Very nice units. Once again, well manufactured, well engineered. Unfortunately, with the flat lever you can't lift it to get it into position, unfortunately, but really well made, well constructed, sounds great, everything does what it's supposed to do. Looks good, feels good. I think it's probably not actually to scale, if I recall. I did know there was a scale at one point, but I can't remember what that is now. So there was some kind of scale to it. As you can see, there's your gear lever, up, down, auto brakes, so disarm, low, high, absolutely brilliant. And the park brake handle there, once again you don't lift it like in the real world, you just turn it. And then you've got a rudder trim switch which is spring loaded, as you can see. Let go of it, it goes back, and there's a nod there. I'm not quite sure what you would use that for. You could figure it something. So putting it together, relatively straightforward. As I said, you've got these little plastic kind of brackets there that you can see, which you need to unscrew those two because they work in conjunction with the two that you've got. And there's the SATA sockets. Yeah, all straightforward. So I think we'll put this together. One bit of advice is that the screws that they give you are metal, but what you're screwing into is plastic. I've already attached the right hand side one. I'm just going to put the left hand side one on now. I found it easiest to do it this way, just rest them on top of each other like that, and then just offer the brackets up. They're a Phillips screw. That is plastic, so you need to be very, very careful when putting the screws in. I stripped one screw. Well, not screw, but I stripped what I was screwing into. I found some of the screws went in really easily, others were really quite tight. That one quite tight. You need to be careful not to overscrew them, but I've put this bottom one in here, and I didn't overscrew it at all. I just screwed it in the same way, a little bit fiddly, and I didn't over tighten it, and then all of a sudden it started going round again. So that one is stripped, whereas all the rest are perfectly fine. What I'll do is I'll put some hot glue over the top of that just to make sure that it's secure. So what more can I say? It's a fabulous unit. It looks good on the desk. It does everything, and once again it gives that level of immersion. You know, when you're actually flying. I'm just playing with mine now as I do the voiceover to here. You see me putting that other screw in. Unfortunately, the piece of video that I had where I was putting the SATA connectors in, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to that piece of video. Maybe I didn't press the record button on the camera, because obviously this wasn't all in one take. There was a number of shots. So all done up, that one, see, it just keeps going round. And I didn't over tighten it. Just kept going round. So, yeah, I'm not happy with that. So, see? Yes. So I'll put some hot glue over that one, and it'll be okay. Once it's all screwed together, it actually adds a little bit more weight to the whole thing. Previously, I mean, the throttles were fine previously, they didn't move around or anything, but now, you know, you've got that extra added weight of those two units on the sides, and it looks really good. I mean, I think it's probably one of the best kind of looking products of this type that I've seen at this cost. You know, I mean, if you try to get a Boeing one, you can go anywhere between like £100 and several £100 for a Boeing Quadrant throttle arrangement. I think Thrustmaster have done a fantastic job with this. No two ways about it. They have done a brilliant job. It's exactly what the market needed. And for Airbus fans, absolutely brilliant. So there you have it. Keep an eye out though for those scalpers though. They're all over eBay. They're charging phenomenal amounts of money. I was lucky I got this for just over £80. If you can find one, then treat yourself for Christmas. We'll see you soon. You all take care now. Cheerio.